If you're in your 30s, something strange starts to happen. You wake up one morning and realize life feels different. You're not that carefree 20-something anymore, but you're not exactly old either. You're caught between who you were and who you're supposed to become. Your friends are getting married, having kids, buying houses, or suddenly vanishing into jobs they hate. Some seem miles ahead, others completely lost. And you're somewhere in the middle, wondering, am I doing this right? If that sounds familiar, this video is for you. Because today, we're going to talk about the truth nobody tells you about your 30s, the science, the psychology, and the silent transformations that shape the rest of your life. Let's start with something simple, but powerful. Your brain is not the same anymore. By the time you reach your 30s, your brain's prefrontal cortex, the part responsible for planning, decision-making, and emotional control, finally matures completely. Scientists call this neural pruning, which means your brain is cleaning out old, unused connections to make way for stronger, more efficient ones. So if you feel more serious, more selective about people, or less tolerant of nonsense, that's not you being boring. That's your brain evolving. It's learning to prioritize. In your 20s, your brain was a sponge, open to everything. In your 30s, it becomes a sculptor, cutting away what doesn't serve you. That's why, scientifically speaking, your 30s are the decade of focus. You finally stop chasing everything and start choosing what matters. But here's where things get tricky. At the same time your brain is becoming sharper, your dopamine system starts to change. Dopamine, the chemical of motivation and excitement, begins to respond less to short-term rewards. That's why things that used to thrill you, parties, likes, or instant wins, don't feel the same anymore. Your brain starts craving deeper meaning instead of just quick pleasure. And here's the challenge. The world we live in still tries to sell you the opposite. Fast success, fast happiness, fast everything. So your 30s become this invisible tug-of-war between biology and society. On one hand, your brain is asking, what do I truly want? On the other, the world keeps whispering, you're behind. That's the pressure no one tells you about. Let's talk about the comparison trap. When you're in your 30s, everyone's life starts to look wildly different. Some people have kids, others are still figuring out who they are. Some have their dream job, others just quit theirs. And because of social media, you see all of it. The success, the weddings, the travels, the perfect lives. But your brain doesn't process it like entertainment. It processes it as a scoreboard. Psychologists call this upward comparison, comparing yourself to people who seem better off. It activates the same pain centers in your brain as physical injury. Yes, comparison literally hurts. But here's the scientific twist. Small doses of comparison can be useful. It pushes you to grow. It only becomes dangerous when it replaces gratitude. So if you're scrolling and feeling behind, remember, life isn't a race. It's more like a marathon where everyone starts on a different lap. Some sprint early, some sprint late, but the finish line is yours alone. Now let's talk about something deeper, friendships. Have you noticed how friendships change in your 30s? People move away, get busier, or drift apart. You stop having a dozen close friends and start having a few real ones. It's not loneliness, it's evolution. A study from Oxford University found that most people's social circle shrinks by about 30% after age 29. But the quality of friendships improves. Why? Because your brain starts valuing emotional safety over social excitement. You no longer want a crowd, you want connection. So if your circle feels smaller now, that's not failure, it's focus. Let's move to the next silent transformation, your body and energy. In your 20s, you could survive on instant noodles and 4 hours of sleep. In your 30s, your body starts sending memos, gentle at first, then not so gentle. You start to realize that mental energy and physical energy are the same currency. Poor sleep, junk food, and stress debt all drain your brain power. Neuroscience shows that sleep isn't just rest, it's when your brain cleans itself. During deep sleep, your glymphatic system flushes out toxins that build up from thinking all day. If you skip that, your focus drops, your memory weakens, and your mood tanks. So the truth is, self-care isn't a luxury in your 30s. It's maintenance for your most valuable machine, your brain. Now let's talk about career confusion. That mid-30s question, am I doing what I meant to do? In your 20s, work is about proving yourself. In your 30s, it becomes about purpose. Psychologists call this shift generativity, the need to create something meaningful that outlasts you. It's why people start thinking about legacy, not just income. But here's the part nobody warns you about. This decade can feel like being lost in the middle of a maze. You might outgrow a job that once felt exciting. You might question your goals. You might even feel like you're starting over. That's not failure. That's recalibration. Your brain is evolving from achievement mode to alignment mode. You're not asking, how can I win anymore? You're asking what truly matters. And that's one of the most intelligent questions a human can ask. Let's add some science to that feeling. Your 30s are when your default mode network, the brain system that controls self-reflection and identity, becomes more active. It's the part that asks, who am I and what's next? This internal dialogue can be uncomfortable, but it's essential. It's your brain updating your story, the same way software updates a phone. It's installing better boundaries, clearer goals, and a new sense of meaning. So if you feel lost, you're not broken. You're upgrading. Now here's the truth about failure that no one likes to admit. Your 30s are the decade of quiet failures. The business that didn't take off, the relationship that didn't last, the dream that didn't fit anymore. But here's what the data says. People who succeed later in life often failed more in their 30s. Research from Northwestern University found that while early success feels impressive, persistence through your 30s is what predicts lasting success. Your failures aren't dead ends. They're rewired brain lessons. Each mistake teaches your brain what doesn't work, refining your intuition for what does. So if you failed, good. That means you're learning faster than those who never tried. And then comes something even deeper, peace. Somewhere in your mid to late 30s, something magical starts to happen. You stop needing everyone's approval. You stop trying to be everywhere. You stop chasing validation. This isn't giving up, it's growing up. Your brain, after years of overstimulation, starts craving calm, and you realize the best kind of happiness isn't excitement, it's peace of mind. You begin to value mornings with no rush, conversations with depth, and goals that make sense. That's emotional maturity backed by neuroscience. Your amygdala, the part of your brain that handles emotional reactions, becomes more balanced, meaning you respond, not react. You think before you explode. You pause before you panic. It's not that life gets easier, you just get stronger. And here's something heartwarming. It's not too late for anything. Your 30s are not the end of youth. They're the start of mastery. Many of history's great creators didn't peak until their 30s or 40s. Van Gogh started painting seriously at 33. J.K. Rowling published Harry Potter at 32. Jeff Bezos founded Amazon at 31. Your 30s aren't a deadline. They're the foundation for everything that comes next. The difference now is that you have both curiosity and experience. You've fallen, failed, and learned. Your brain is stronger, your instincts sharper, your purpose clearer. So don't let age scare you, let it shape you. And finally, the truth nobody tells you about your 30s is this. You will never have everything figured out, and that's okay. Life doesn't become perfect, it becomes real. You start seeing that growth doesn't always look like winning. Sometimes it looks like slowing down, forgiving yourself, and rebuilding better. You stop chasing the next milestone and start noticing the present moment. You realize that happiness isn't in the future. It's in the small, ordinary things that used to feel invisible. That's not losing your spark. That's learning how to shine steadily. So if you're in your 30s, remember this. Your brain is evolving. Your identity is shifting. Your life is expanding in ways you can't even see yet. You are not behind. You are not lost. You are becoming. If this video made you think, smile, or breathe a little easier, Then don't forget to subscribe to my channel, Chromebook Studio, where we turn science into simple, inspiring stories to help you grow smarter, calmer, and more creative, one video at a time. Until next time, stay curious, stay kind to yourself, and remember, your best decade might just be the one you're living right now.